Hi, I'm Don Killingbeck and Superintendent of Schools here. I'm with Rick Crofoot, our Director of Building and Grounds. Super excited to talk about some of the things that we've been doing and some of the things we're going to be doing this next year. So, Rick, what are some things that, since let's say like 22 started, so January 22, what are some of the things that we've been working on?
Some of the things we've been working on is we've really started on doing a lot of our roofs in the district, not the whole roof, but repairing much needed sections to get these areas fixed so our student population doesn't get water on their heads. Flooring has just been outstanding through district. You walk into our Link school, you're into a whole new building. High school, people just start to notice as soon as we get into one end, it's just spectacular.
Yeah, it's been very neat to be working with our partners that we have. Roofing with Duralast and Meyer Roofing's been doing a lot of that, and then with Bob Bunderbart with flooring, local
Local
vendors,
companies.
local companies that we've been partnering with through our sinking fund. Though this isn't our bond dollars at work yet, so we've been doing some things. One of the things that we know is that light matters. So over the years, we've um, added LED lights and took out our incandescents. Level, balanced lighting is important. Our architects say natural light increases learning by 15% with nothing else. So what's one of the things we did over at Casey Ling?
Casey Ling, we installed 15 skylights throughout the building where the areas didn't have windows. And they are just spectacular. When you go in there with just one or two of these in a room, it lights up like you have every light on with them all off.
Right.
I mean, these things are just great. Throughout that whole center section and one off the office side, we installed 15 over the summer. And the kids I talked to said they really need it.
Yeah, so you walk into places and you go, man, I got to go shut the light off, and
It's still on.
it's just the skylight. And so what's kind of neat about that is we're testing, we're piloting. Is this going to work in other places where we have windowless spaces? So it's a pilot program. We're going to test it out this next few months and kind of see, is there things that we can do better? Are there things we do differently? And so very excited about that. One of the things that you had mentioned the flooring, and when you've done flooring, it often involves our bathroom spaces, and when we get in there, what ends up happening is you're pulling out the toilets and then end up replacing with new units.
Oh yes, oh yes. We're ripping out toilets, some from the '60s, some from the '70s, putting brand new updated toilets, brand new updated flush valves, with the epoxy flooring and the vinyl flooring. The bathrooms look like brand new, modern age.
Yeah, it's definitely a difference, and I know we've done that at every building. Actually, we've done
Casey
some epoxy.
Lane
Yeah.
middle schools had quite a bit of renovation in bathrooms. High school, we're beginning to do some there.
So like our Hemlock Virtual is kind of a test bathroom.
Yep.
And so lots of good things. So obviously the projects continue. I mean, we have a flooring crew right now over at our high school working, and school's already started, and we continue that progress day in and day out. As we look at this next year, we got some major projects on the horizon. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going to be happening?
Projects we were looking forward to is changing traffic flow to increase student safety at our buildings. The Ling's going to have a new drop-off point. We're going to move asphalt over here off to the side of the elementary, so we move our playground for safety of our students, a bus drop zone, everything. It's just going to be totally different.
Yeah, so you mentioned student safety, and that's always on our mind. Some of the things that we inherit, or has been historical here. We're going to be working to improve. I know, like along Pine Street, where we have parents parking and
The
dropping
daycare
off,
drop-off.
is going to move to where the playground is,
Yep.
and then the playground's going to move. You had mentioned behind the building,
Yep.
and so with doing that, it's all about keeping kids safe and creating the safest environment possible. And then you had mentioned drop off at Ling would be different. There's also another major project at Ling that's going to happen this next year that we're super excited about with the gym. Can you tell me a little bit about
We're
that?
going to add a brand new gymnasium at the Casey Ling Elementary. Where I don't know if people have been in there. It is a very small gym.
Mhm.
This is just going to be very spectacular. It's going to be off the southwest or southeast corner of the building, I believe.
Okay.
It is just going to be out of this world.
So when people come up to the building, obviously they'll use that front entrance still. On the other side of the building will be where the new gym is, kind of
Yes.
in between the middle school and Casey Lane.
By the bus loop.
Yeah, by the bus loop. What we're super excited about is with the old gym, we'll still have that physical education component. The rec leagues can use it, but we're gonna put new flooring down, and we're gonna open up the gym to our cafeteria, our current cafeteria. So we have overflow, we have indoor recess space, and then we have our assembly space. We've added technology to it. It is so exciting. So. So last up, what's the other major project that you're super excited about? Because it
The
actually,
Wallace Field is one I am really excited about because of the AstroTurf going in.
yeah,
It's going to, the maintenance factor alone in the budgeting for the district to maintain what we have is just going to be helped out considerably.
so how much time does it take to maintain that field?
On average, I would say probably 24 hours a week.
Really? So
It
three
could be
minutes.
16 to 24, depends on the amount of rain we get and the humidity, because you could end up cutting it 3 times a week.
Wow. So with turf down, obviously it's safer for players because like right now, if you go out there, you're going to find an unlit level playing surface, and easily, on a natural grass field, somebody could twist their ankle.
Oh,
And
yes.
with the turf, that doesn't happen. One of the things we ran into last fall is at the end of the season, with all the rain and then the frost, we were battling, the elements, and we couldn't play on our fields.
Yeah, it was one game I believe we couldn't play. Then in the last one, it was so wet, we had to have somebody come in and help take care of it because it got so tore up. We won't have to worry about this anymore because we're going to have AstroTurf out there where you just go through and groom it and vacuum it every so often to maintain it.
Yeah.
Compared to fertilizing it, dumping thousands of gallons of water on it, we're eliminating that cost factor.
That's so obviously the maintenance, the water, the constant striping, all those kind of things will be alleviated by having turf. The other thing too is we have a lot of practice fields. We have kids practicing in spaces that are parking lots and everything else. And with the turf field, that'll give us another surface to be able to practice
Oh,
upon.
and it would. It'd be a lot better surface. The kids before never really practiced much on our game fields because you don't want to tear it up before your games. Now they can go out there and practice youth on one end, this end, and they can stay in that same area
Right?
and not worry about tearing up one area.
That's definitely going to be a game changer for us as a district. Well, do you have any other things that you'd like to add?
No, I think one good thing we've been doing is with our sinking fund, we've been replacing rooftops if needed, working on roofs in district, and taking care of things that need to be done.
Yeah. Like you've been here for a number of years. For me, it feels like our facilities are in the best shape they've ever been. I don't know if you would agree with that or not.
I think we've been doing a good job. At least that's what I hear from some people, and I hope that's it means good.
Yeah, definitely the feedback from visiting schools and other people, or even our own staff and community, definitely recognize how nice the facilities are looking. So,
I'm Rick Crofoot, and I'm a Hemlock Husky.
well, thanks for joining me today, Rick.
Thank you.